So today we are talking about what I think is probably the most underrated piece of travel tech, and that is a travel-friendly toothbrush. This right here is the Soocas NEOS 2. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Desmond. I make content about tech and travel gear, and I think, hopefully, like all of you, when I travel, I always bring a toothbrush with me. And for me, I also bring a water floss or some type of flossing solution. I don't think you need anyone on YouTube to tell you that oral hygiene is important. So I've always got a toothbrush and floss with me. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about this right here. This is the Soocas NEOS 2. This is a high-powered electric toothbrush and water floss system built into one. And for me, there are a few things that I think about when I pick a travel toothbrush. I've tested dozens and dozens. I've seen and influenced by all of the ads on Instagram, and I buy a lot of these just because I travel a lot. But I'm always looking for something that is relatively portable and travel friendly. We'll talk about this in a second. I'm looking for something with a fantastic battery life. I just don't like traveling with additional cables and chargers. I try to keep everything relatively compact. I need something efficient and effective, right? So like it should do a great job as a toothbrush. And because this has the water flossing feature built in, it should do a fantastic job at replacing my at-home water flosser. So what you'll see here is its own 50 milliliter water reservoir. You can fill this up, and then we'll see if you can get a close enough look here. I don't know if you can see, but as a part of the head where you attach the brush, there is a little hole in there, and that's what pipes the water up. And then in the brush head itself, I will again try to give you a nice close look, but you can see here there is also a tiny little hole, and that's where the water comes out. So it is a fully integrated system. With that said, what makes this travel friendly? Well, I mean, this isn't a small toothbrush, but what actually makes it travel friendly and compact compared to my regular at-home solution is a water pick is normally very, very large. So the fact that it's built into this actually makes this entire setup very compact compared to bringing both solutions with me on the road. And for me, I travel with a DOP kit or a toiletry kit that holds all of my essentials. I just throw that into my suitcase. But of course, even for something that may seem relatively large compared to a travel toothbrush, this fits in there perfectly. And again, this combines two pretty crucial pieces of my oral hygiene. I don't know, it's weird saying that. You don't need me to tell you that it's important to brush your teeth and floss. So I always bring this, and it fits perfectly in my DOP kit. So let's go ahead and just get into some of the technical details. I mean, this is mostly an overview of everything you need to know about this NEOS 2. Now with the NEOS 2, the brushing and the flossing solution combined, it's designed to remove 35 times more stains, and it is supposed to achieve 100% plaque removal. A lot of that is going to be due in part to the built-in water floss. So because you've got these really high-powered jets, you're going to be able to get into all those different gaps and places in between your teeth. And of course, like I mentioned, you can see that this is a slightly larger size than your standard travel toothbrush or even your standard electric toothbrush, but the fact that the water floss is built in makes this very compact. The other thing I talked about was battery life, right? The NEOS 2 has a 30-day battery life for continuous use, both on brushing and on flossing. And I actually really like the charging system. It connects right here magnetically to the back. I don't know if a lot of you are using those like Oral-B or any of those toothbrushes where it's got the little stick in the middle and you place it on top. I hate how dirty and gross those get over time. You have to constantly keep washing them because of all the different crevices and holes, and this is a very, very elegant and clean and hygienic charging system. I really, really like this. I feel like this is also a very underrated feature of modern toothbrushes, is just how clean you can keep the charger. If any of you've got these out there, you know that over time, if you're not taking care of your charging base, that thing gets nasty. So this right here is so nice for home or for travel use. But like I mentioned, 30 days of continuous use on a single full charge, you don't even need to bring this with you. So in terms of functionality, you get two modes on this. The first one is what I always use, which is the deep clean mode. So it's 2 minutes of brushing with the electric head, and then 1 minute of flossing with the water jets coming out of the same brush head. The other mode, when you want it, is just the quick floss mode. You hit this button and it starts up the water jet so that you can go ahead and floss. All right, so let's get into, I guess, the meat of this comparison, because I've mentioned several times that I want a travel-friendly toothbrush. And I think it's obvious to say this isn't the smallest solution on the market for an electric toothbrush. But if you compare this to your standard like countertop or even what they call portable water flossers, this whole package is still very small compared to that. If you've seen any of the kind of countertop water flossers, they're massive. They've got a huge water reservoir. They're connected by wires, and then you use it. It's kind of like a tool at the dentist's office, right? Even the portable ones are relatively large because they optimize for water storage. On your standard countertop one, you're probably talking about 650 mLs of water in the reservoir. And then when you're talking about your portable ones, still probably about 200 mLs of water. And that's what they store. But for the Soocas, you've got 50 milliliters of water storage. You can either pop this bottom off for cleaning, or for regular refills, you just kind of pop the back off and then you can fill this full of water. And this is where efficiency comes in. First of all, the NEOS 2 has pretty high PSI. It's coming in at about 124 based on what the website is telling me, but it's the way that it uses these 50 mLs. So when you're in the flossing mode, that 50 mLs is turned into about 90 ultra fine like water jets that they blast through the brush head, and you use that to go ahead and floss. So with 50 mLs, you're still getting a full high quality flossing experience, and you don't need to carry around, 650 mLs or 200 mLs of water with you, because you can just open this up and fill it whenever you run out of water. And then weight. This thing is 225 grams. It's about the weight of a phone. So that may not mean a lot to you that are using this at home, but when you are traveling, I guess every ounce or gram counts. It really does add up. So having a significantly lighter option that's equally effective, if not more, is great for travelers. And one of the other things to call out is, because of the way that the NEOS 2 works and the efficiencies that they've built in, this is how you get the 30 days of continuous use out of this versus, say, even a portable water floss. You're probably going to get 1 to 2 weeks of continuous use before you have to charge it. But I don't charge my devices very often because sometimes I'm in back-to-back flights or back-to-back trips, and I'm spending multiple weeks on the road, and if you forget your charger, oftentimes you're kind of out of luck, right? But with the 30 days of continuous battery life, I think this thing is great to have. But I think maybe one last thing to call out in this overview video is the brush heads, right? So you can take a look here. It looks like a pretty standard brush head, but there are a few things that make it special, and you can get all the refills from Soocas, or you can be like me. I got the pack with 4 or 5 different brush head refills. They all come with this hygienic cover, which is great. A lot of toothbrushes don't. But of course, you've got the built-in water jet function here. And I don't know how many of you may care about this detail, but all of the brush heads use a copper-free bristle design, which removes any potential for harmful metal compounds in your brushing experience. I think that's a great add. I've never thought too much into it, but it's nice that it's baked into all of their brush heads. All right, and that is my overview of the Soocas NEOS 2, this kind of hybrid toothbrush and water flossing solution. Now, they are running a bunch of Black Friday, likely Cyber Monday, and additional deals rolling into the holidays. So it's probably a great opportunity to hop onto the website or Amazon to check this out. I will also leave a code in the description below so you can get an additional 5% off the price of this. I definitely check it out. I think this will make a great gift for yourself or for friends and family that do a lot of traveling, or maybe don't, but take oral hygiene seriously. I mean, everyone, you guys should all take oral hygiene seriously. You don't need me to tell you that. But yeah, check it out. If you like this content, hit that like button, subscribe for more videos just like this. I will catch y'all in the next one.